In a surprising twist, Trump attorney Alina Habba has decided to skip the whole jury trial thing. And guess what? The judge is totally okay with it. Former President Trump was never gonna get a jury trial anyway, even if his fancy lawyer asked for one. This just adds another layer of drama to this courtroom showdown. Let's backtrack a bit and get the full story. So, Alina Habba is the legal eagle representing Trump in this whole mess. But, apparently, someone forgot to check the box for a jury trial on the forms. Oopsie. People started wondering what this would mean for the case. Well, Justice Arthur Engoron wasted no time and put all those worries to rest. He made it crystal clear that this was no accident. It was a deliberate move. The person said at the start of the trial, "You may have noticed or read that there won't be a jury in this case. Neither side asked for one, and the remedies we're seeking are all equitable. So it's going to be a bench trial, meaning the judge alone will decide." This makes it clear that the absence of a jury was a deliberate choice. Bench trials give the judge the power to make decisions and determine the outcome, which can be a strategic move in certain legal situations. This confirmation goes beyond just the courtroom and highlights the complexities of the legal system and the importance of strategic decisions made by lawyers and their clients. Jury trials are usually seen as the gold standard for fairness, but they're not always the best choice. Alina Habba went with a bench trial, which makes sense considering the type of remedies she's seeking. Judges are better equipped to handle cases where fairness and justice are the priority, rather than just money. This shows how lawyers carefully consider the right trial format for their clients' goals. It's interesting to note that neither side asked for a jury trial, including the prosecution. This suggests that they agreed or didn't have any objections to a bench trial. It's not uncommon for opposing sides to find common ground in legal proceedings, showing the complexities of the legal system. The outcome of the strategic decision and trial will ultimately determine its impact. Alina Habba's approach highlights the complex nature of legal strategy. It's a reminder that attorneys navigate a diverse landscape where pursuing justice is not a one-size-fits-all endeavor. In another instance of legal overreach, prosecutors in the trial against former President Donald Trump for election interference are calling for increased security measures for jurors because of Trump's extensive use of social media. Trump, who openly expresses his opinions on Truth Social, is being tried for fraud allegations. The trial is overseen by Judge Engoron. After his recent conviction by Engoron, Trump shared his thoughts on the online platform, which led to the unauthorized sharing of a clerk's photo. Despite getting scolded by the courtroom right away, prosecutors are now using this one incident to try and sway Trump's future trials. They're asking the judge in the election interference trial in Washington to keep prospective jurors anonymous. Their reasoning is that Trump has been using social media a lot during his trials, and they're worried about the potential influence he and his legal team could have if they knew who the jurors were. They point to the fact that Trump used social media to publicly attack a court staffer and worry about what he might do with information on potential jurors. Furthermore, in Trump's other ongoing trial regarding rape allegations, the judge has made the decision to keep the jurors' identities secret even from the defense lawyers. This is seen as a way to protect them from Trump's online presence and his passionate followers. Trump is known for using social media to express his dissatisfaction with judges, prosecutors, and the trials themselves, often calling them unfair or a witch hunt. As a response, Judge Engoron has placed a limited restriction on Trump's ability to speak out, warning him of serious consequences if he continues to violate the order. This growing animosity between Trump and the judiciary, along with the constant scrutiny of his online activity, shows a clear bias and a deliberate attempt to undermine the fairness of his trials. So, check this out. Donald Trump is catching some flack for what he said recently about Hezbollah. He called them very smart after they launched a missile attack on Israel. He made these comments during a speech in Palm Beach, Florida, just the other day. Obviously, people are not happy about it, and there's been a lot. During his speech, Trump also took a shot at the Biden administration's defense strategists, saying they accidentally gave Hezbollah info on Israel's weak spot. But a lot of folks are calling BS on that, pointing out that it's pretty much common sense for Hezbollah to attack from the north. The logic behind Trump's assertion was questioned by many. Max Boot, a Washington Post columnist, sarcastically asked, "Where else would they attack from? The South?" Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who is seen as Trump's main rival for the 2024 presidential primary, was quick to criticize the former president's remarks. DeSantis praised Israel as a long-standing ally and condemned Trump for attacking them. He made it clear that he would stand with Israel and treat terrorists as scum. Many others also voiced their condemnation. Max Boot, another Washington Post columnist, dismissed Trump's remarks as nonsensical, pointing out the obvious fact that Hezbollah would naturally attack from the north due to the region's geography. Aaron Parnas, a Florida-based attorney, described Trump's comments as disqualifying and horrific, especially considering the recent terrorist attacks in the area. Republican consultant and author Mike Madrid thinks that Trump's words will have negative consequences for him down the line. These criticisms show just how divided the Republican Party is. While some of Trump's supporters may like what he says, more and more people see it as out of touch and harmful to the party's chances in future elections. The fact that even figures like DeSantis, who strongly supports Israel, are speaking out against Trump highlights a possible split within the Republican ranks. Critics argue that his comments are empty and only make the Republican Party look weaker. The pushback from big names in the party, like Ron DeSantis, is a reminder of the divisions caused by Trump's continued influence. As the political landscape changes, these criticisms might affect Trump's future pursuits.